Hi, all. Good morning, team. Am I audible, team? Everyone? Team, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm. Team, our project deep discussions will start in upcoming weeks, team, for sure. 1 second. Yeah. Team, today class uh, at 7:30 only. I need to start office early today due to some other works. So don't worry. Tomorrow we'll plan for more team. Only for today only team. Only for today, our class timings till 7:30 team. Oh, 08 hours is there. 1 second. I think it is DevOps notes. I kept here. Don't know. Let's see it now.
This conference
As I
will
said,
now be
team, today the
recorded.
class timings will be till 7:30. Need to start office early today, team. Only for today, team. Last session, team. We have discussed on microservice project structure skeleton. Project structure skeleton, team. That is that is applicable for all the applicable for any type of microservice project. Now, and we have discussed also about importance of model classes in each layer. We have already discussed about importance of SRP principles. That is why more classes should be created for every project, and discussed about builders, okay, like request builder, response builders. Hope you are clear about it. Next one thing. Today's session team, one of the important session team. For every project team, there are two types of flows. Now here are types of types of flows, types of or ways of integration layers, execution ways, execution ways. One is sequentially, other one is parallelly. One is sequentially, other one is parallelly. Okay, parallelity. Sequential approach. Another one is parallel approach. Team. One is sequentially, other one is parallelity. Okay, parallel depends team. Par- we may use in different ways team. Okay, you may use a different way sequentially and parallelly. Now here what is mean by sequentially? Now here what is mean by parallelly? And so on we will see it team. And so on we will see it team. And so on we will see it team. Okay, now let's see team. Okay, now let's see team. A sequentially. A sequentially team. Now please try to understand team. Let's see team now. I have two backend systems team. Backend one and backend two. Obviously, to call this backend, you'll write one integration layer. To call this backend, to write another integration layer. From service layer, we need to call these two one team. I don't want to write big flow. Here I have a service layer team. To write DAO, to talk to database, I need to write a service client, talk to service team. With respect to me team, small example team, I will take a simple example to understand easily team. Here input is order ID team or customer ID. Output is team with customer ID related order details like order ID, order name, order quantity. Just for understanding easily, I'm okay explaining to you. But here, what I required here, my service layer required input is customer ID. This guy is okay, expecting output is what? Order details. What is there inside of the order details? Order ID is there. Order name is there. Order quantity also is there. But see, order price is there. Order status is there. What you will understand team here. But here it is expecting 5 elements. To understand easily, I took this okay, example team. To understand easily, I took this okay, examples. Here it is taking, here it is okay, expecting five elements. But my backend one is giving you how many elements? Backend one is giving how many elements team? Backend one is giving only 3 elements. So from service layer, you will talk to what? DAO. This is the one of the integration layer. Integration layer 1. From service 2, you should call to another integration. It is called integration 2. Understood here? Now, from this DAO, it will call to which one? Database. And it will give the response. As I said, to 7:30 team, I should start office early. I will take more on tomorrow if required for extending for 15 minutes, half an hour, or weekends I will spend more time. Don't worry, for today half an hour missing. Need to start office early today. Okay, now let's see now. See now. See, please try to understand. See, and you call, it will give a response, right? But it will give a response is what? Order ID, order name, order quantity. What is the input of this second backend? Order ID. What is the output of this second backend? Order price status. What you will understand here? So ultimately, this is the backend 1 response. It is the backend 2 response. We are combining both backend 1 response plus backend 2 response. Oh, before that. So this guy here is simple. Here is input is for understanding easily. I took this example team. It's not about our project. Customer ID. What is the input of this one? Order ID. We give order ID. It will talk to this service. It will give a response. What response it will give? Price and status. Now please try to understand what we are trying to do. So now, when I should go for sequential calls, if in a project, in a microservice development, if you want to connect with more than one backends, sequential means to execute all the backends one after another. Sequence means one by one. Sequence means one by one after another. If you want execute, if you want execute, if we want execute more than one backends, you want execute more than one backends, execute more than one backends or more backends, then we should use either sequential approach or parallel approach. Sequential approach. This approach is used to execute more backends in sequentially in the bracket, that is one after another. One second. Sorry, team. Now, see, team. Now, see, if while executing sequential, while executing backends in sequential way, sequentially, if if in sequential approach, one backend output or a response will be will be will be the input for other backend. That is second backend input will be depend on second backend input will be depend on first backend output. See here, second backend is called order ID. Okay, input will be depending on first backend output. First backend output. So second backend, okay, input will be depending on first backend output. The first backend will give error or failed, then will give error or will get fail, will get error or will get fail, then on call second backend. Try to understand, team. I will show you practically all this in our project, team. These use cases are, it is the standard use cases for every project, every domain, every micro service, team. If you want to connect with the two projects, when you should go for sequentially, if you want to go for a sequentially, then if one backend output is depending on other backend, means this backend should wait until completion of this backend. The drawback with this approach is what? That the drawback of sequential approach is sequential approach is the response time will take more. Approach is will take more of response time. That means final response is equal to first backend response plus second backend response. That means first backend will take 2 seconds plus second backend will take 2 seconds. Total it will take how much time? 4 seconds is the response time. Please try to understand, team. So sequential means if I have 4 sequential calls, I need to execute first one should complete you. The remaining backends should wait because they can't complete the task. Their input is depending on first backend output. Until completion of the first backend, they cannot complete this second backend. Understand, team? Okay, team. Now, how to use this? That will be executed, team. Understood? Now, we'll see more detailed on the sequential calls and different parallel calls use cases in our okay, tomorrow session, team. Sorry, team. Today, okay, I should start office early. I'm stopping today, and tomorrow I will continue this sequential. If it is okay, how to use multi-threading parallel calls, I will use okay tomorrow, so that now we'll start after these two. We will be done. We'll start our project from the scratch okay, development team. You should not see surprise things, and you are using these sequential calls, some parallel calls. Okay, you should not see that a surprise in our coding team. That's why I'm covering these two use cases here. Tomorrow I will complete this. I will start this. I will show the practicals of these parallel calls. Then we'll start our project okay development from the scratch team. Okay, I'm stopping today. We'll continue tomorrow team. Okay, thank you team. Okay, any questions team, please quickly. Any questions team? Yeah, okay, I will give this Shanti Kumar. Tomorrow I will share. Shanti.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, team. We'll catch up tomorrow, team. Okay.